Because if there's one thing that Dominican people don't like across the board, is a man that's timid and to himself. If you're a timid man that's to yourself, trust me, they won't like you. They're going to talk about you. They're not going to want you back. And she's probably going to lose attraction for you.
Hey, Jaime Woods, we here to travel and motivate. No curry, we just trying to keep our minds in a golden state. We answer to nobody but the Lord, we control our fate. Too many things to see just to sit in a hole and bake. We growing, hey.
Number 3, you got to have some type of money in motion to you. Now, I don't mean this in a way of pee for peeing or leading with your pocket or giving these girls allowances or whatever the case is. No, money means that you have a good lifestyle behind you, right? Because money allows you to have a good lifestyle, right? Good housing, you live in a good area, you have security downstairs, you got a nice car, you're able to do what you want when you want because you got the money and the resources to do it. Now, and that's what I mean by having money. It's not necessarily giving this girl the money, but it's the lifestyle that comes with the money. So when girls see this, when a Dominican girl sees this, they get wet, because the thing about Dominican women is that Dominican women are very materialistic women. All right. Not many people are going to tell you that, but they're very materialistic. They love new clothes and they like purses and they like luxury because they come for nothing. All right. If you guys have been to the campo, remember how I told you if you're trying to pick up a beautiful, humble woman, go to the campo, go to the mountains. Well, these girls have nothing. Like, they literally live in a shack that has an open door. Anybody can walk in and out of it, right? If they got to go to the bathroom, there is a community bathroom that they go to, and there's just a hole there, and they just poop and piss there, right? So they come from nothing. So when they see a household that's beautiful, luxurious, you know, just beautiful master bedroom, beautiful views, high-rise windows, they get wet just like any other girl would, right? And the thing is, women at the end of the day, because I'm just going to say women, this isn't even just Dominican women, even though they're known for that, but this is women in general, is women love security. They love a man that can provide and that can provide security in their lives. So when they see the house and they see the car, this is statuses of security. And so they're more bound to get glued to you and get attached to you because they seek security. So when they see you got a good lifestyle and you got some money to you and you're not a cheap guy, right? So this is another lingo slang that we use in the Dominican Republic. It's called tacaño. So tacaño means cheap. You're cheap. You don't want to be a cheap guy in the Dominican Republic. Girls are going to snip that. They don't like that, right? Neither do you got to be a simp either. You just got to find that fine line of not being tacaño or cheap and not being, you know, a simp, right? You got to be right in the middle, right? So, yeah, if you're the type of dude that you're not cheap, you like to spend a little something reasonably, right? And you got a good lifestyle behind you, she's going to get wet, right? And then on top of that, if she is a good woman, eventually you will have to give her a little something, right? So whether that's an Uber to your crib, right? You give her the money to get the Uber to your crib and back, whatever the case is. You give her a little something for her nails, something like that. Like, Dominican women do appreciate that, but of course you got to make them earn it. But they do appreciate a man that could do that, and they're going to treat you very good. They're going to cook for you. They're going to clean for you. They're always going to be there for you because they know, like, yo, this guy, he does so much for me, and so I got to do something for him. And like I said, the only way you're going to unlock this out of a woman is if you're being a man. So part of being a man is being able to have your own financially, right? So if you're the type of dude that, you know, you provide for this woman, she's going to be very grateful for that. And she's going to be the best woman possible for you because she's trying to meet you halfway. She's trying to bring something to the table too. And the only way you're going to get that out of a woman, or out of Dominican women specifically, is if you're the type of dude that provides, that has some type of money, that has some type of motion, that's financially stable. So yeah, being financially stable is a part of that, and it makes a lot of Dominican women weak. Number 4, and this one's extremely important. Pay attention to this one. You need to have a backbone. You need to be able to stand up to them. Now, Dominican women, I don't know if y'all knew or not, but Dominican women are very confrontational. If they don't like something that you did or said, they're going to tell you right then and there. They're very confrontational. They're not afraid to scrap. They're not afraid to fight. Okay, I don't know if you've ever seen Dominican women fighting, pulling their hair, but it happens a lot in the Dominican Republic. Dominican women are some of the most, and I would even say masculine, but I would say they ain't afraid to get down and dirty, if you know what I mean. Okay, so the thing is, because a lot of these Dominican women were raised in households where the mom was strong and the dad was strong, because that's the thing about Dominican people, is they're notoriously very, you know, like, the men are like machos. Like, the machismo culture exists heavily in the Dominican Republic, where the man is, you know, he's the man of the household. He commands shit. Nobody's going to tell him what to do. He's the man. He's the boss. But the woman in the household is also strong too, and she don't take no shit. And occasionally she will try to test the man, and she's gonna try to, clap back. And then the Dominican man's gonna be like, nope, and he's gonna clap back, right? And they're gonna have the little dispute, and he's gonna put her in check, he's gonna put her in her place, and then she's chill, right? And surprisingly enough, with these women growing up in these type of households and seeing that type of dynamic, that's what they look for in a man. They look for a man that could check them and put them in their place. Very similar to African-American women, which is why I told y'all, that's why y'all like Dominican women, because they remind you a lot of African-American women. And y'all wanted to clown me in the comment section saying, that's not true. What are you talking about, Jamie? But trust me, I know both. I've dated both. And Dominican women are very similar to African-American women in that regard. So if you're a dude that you're very laid back, extremely laid back, and you're a dude that doesn't like to argue, and you don't like to stand up for yourself or put a woman in check, Dominican Republic is not the place for you. Now, does this mean all Dominican women are like that? No, there are exceptions, but most Dominican women are very, very confrontational, and they're not afraid to tell you how they feel and what you did wrong or whatever the case is. Sometimes they do it on purpose to fuck with you, and you got to be a man, and you got to put them on their place, because if you don't put them in their place, they're going to lose attraction for you. Because the way they view it is just like any other woman would view it, is if you don't stand up to them, you're not going to stand up to anyone else. Meaning, like I said before, women look for security and they got to provide, right? But in this case, security. If you can't even stand up to her, how is she going to feel secure with y'all going out in the street and another man stepping up to you and telling you what it is? You're just going to let the guy say whatever he wants and do whatever he wants, because you're not going to stand up to him, and she's not going to feel secure. You might just put her in a masculine role where she's going to say something about it, and she might put herself in danger, which I've seen before with certain gringos that date Dominican women, because Dominican men, like I said, are very machismo. When they notice weakness, they're going to try to expose you. And the woman will step up to the man and fight for you, and it's a terrible look. A terrible look. And God forbid that other man lays his hands on the woman, and then you're just like, because I've seen that. Have you guys ever seen them videos where the woman steps up to the man that's picking on him, and then she gets smacked up, and the man's just like, because he's not trying to get smacked up too? Don't be that guy, guys, all right? At the end of the day, guys, what y'all need to understand is us as American men are the prize, okay? When we go to these countries, we're the prize. I know that sounds egotistical, but it's the truth. We're the prize. We got the money. We got the resources, right? We got everything we need, right? There's a reason why everyone's moving to the United States, because they want what we have, okay? And so you have to understand that even if you do stand up for yourself and this woman leaves your life, you could just replace her with another girl. Like Dominican women, like I said, remember how I told y'all when you're a good dancer, there's a whole line of women waiting for you? That's how it is in the Dominican Republic in general. They're waiting for you. They want a gringo in their life. So if one girl leaves your life because you stood up for yourself, guess what? You got 10 others waiting for you that are dying to meet you. So it's no loss if this girl leaves your life because you stood up for yourself. Well, guys, like, stand up for yourself. Have a backbone, because you're going to need it with Dominican women. Don't allow these girls to call the shots and tell you what to do. Have boundaries. Let them know what the rules is and what the consequences is. And you'll see how this woman actually gains more respect for you and a lot more love for you because of it. Now, the next two are sort of bonuses, but loving Dominican food is very important, because food is very important in the Dominican Republic. It's extremely important. Every house party you go to, every gathering you go to, everywhere you go to, food is a big part. And Dominican food is some of the best you'll ever eat. And I'm not just saying that because I'm Dominican. I would say this if I wasn't Dominican. But let me go down the line here. Rice and beans, beef stew, the chicken, the ribs, the tostones, plátano maduro, which is plantain, tres leches, flan, empanadas, chimichurri sandwiches. You name it. I could keep going down the list here, man. But Dominican food is top notch. To me, is the best in Latin America. I know people are going to say Mexico, which, hey, Mexico, love ya. But I would still say the Dominican Republic is number one because of the variations and the diversity that we have within the food. I'm not telling you that you need to be forced to love Dominican food. If you don't love it, you don't love it. It's just, your preference, right? You don't like Dominican food. Maybe you prefer Mexican or Colombian food, whatever. That's your preference. But what I'm saying is be open to trying out new foods. And one big rule that you need to follow in the Dominican Republic, and you must not break it or else people won't like you, is if people serve you food and you leave food on the plate, they're gonna be mad at you. I don't care if it's terrible, because sometimes you may go to a gathering and the food is terrible. You need to suck it up and find a way to finish all that food. Make sure that plate is nice and clean, right? Because the thing is, if they see any pieces of food or anything on there, they're going to be like, okay, he didn't like it. And they're going to take that very offensively. And that's the thing about Dominican people, is they pride themselves in their cooking. So if they see that you didn't eat the food, they're just going to say, okay, this motherfucker didn't like my food, so I ain't going to like him because he's rude. Okay. Or another rule that's unspoken of in the DR that get people not to like you is if you tell them you don't want food, right? So if they tell you when you get there that if you want food and you tell them that you don't want food, that is rude in the Dominican culture. In Dominican culture, you have to say yes. You're forced to say yes. If you don't say yes to that, they're going to get mad at you, because a lot of the time these girls are like cooking this shit all day, every day, right? From sun up to sundown, they're cooking, right? So they put all this energy and effort into cooking this food. So if they see that you're not eating it, they're going to feel some type of way about that. And they're going to think you're like rude, and that you're weird and stuff, because you're not trying to have their food, and they're not going to like you. And that's one thing that you don't want to be perceived as, because and it goes along with my next point, is when they bring you to the family's house. So when the girl brings you to the family's house, that is going to be a huge indicator on if the relationship is going to work or not, on if her attraction for you is going to gain or if it's going to decrease. That's a huge indicator. And this goes along with what I just said, is being able to try new foods and finishing the freaking plate. But on top of that, ladies and gentlemen, you need to be able to be very adaptable in these family environments, because the thing is, she's going to be peeping and her family's going to be peeping how you move in these events. Because the thing is, they probably heard all about you. They're like, oh, this guy, Jamie, she keeps talking about him, he's gringo, and then, they're going to make a big deal out of it. You know what I mean? So when you come, the whole family going to be there. It's going to be a whole feast. And they're going to want to get to know you. So if you're the type of dude that's very timid to yourself, you don't like to be around people, maybe the DR isn't for you. Maybe you should go to, like, I don't know. I don't really know, because pretty much a lot of countries are kind of like these, but maybe the DR ain't for you. But the DR is in your face. As soon as you get to that door, there's going to be someone greeting you. There's going to be the whole family lined up trying to get to know you. So you got to be able to be very adaptable and willing to socialize with them, and also have a good, let loose a little bit, because Dominicans are very loose. Dominicans aren't really serious people. They're more like friendly, social people. So you kind of got to match that energy too. So if you're a serious person, tone it down a bit, let loose a bit. Maybe being in the DR will let you loose a little bit. You know what I mean? But let loose, talk, socialize. Don't be scared to put yourself out there. Make sure you finish all the food on your plate and that you say yes to more food. You know what I mean? Don't decline food, because that's going to make you look like the bad person. And I'm telling you, if that girl starts looking at you, because trust me, she's going to be looking to see how you do with the family. If she sees that everyone likes you and everyone loves talking to you and they can't get enough of you and they're always constantly asking you to come back for family events, that girl's attraction for you is going to skyrocket. You know what I mean? I know I told y'all learning Spanish and dancing are great ways to turn a girl on in the DR. And they are. They're very important. But just as important to that is getting along with the family and having the family like you. If the family likes you and they accept you and they embrace you, like if you were their son, that woman will love you so freaking much. I'm telling you, because Dominican women and Dominicans in general are very family oriented. I'm talking about family's probably over every day. She's probably talking to her mom every day because that's her best friend. So that is very important, guys. Make sure that you're open to socialize. And do not be, that guy in the corner, timid with a beer in your hand, not trying to talk to no one. Because trust me, they're going to think you're weird. Because if there's one thing that Dominican people don't like across the board, is a man that's timid and to himself. If you're a timid man that's to yourself, trust me, they won't like you. They're going to talk about you. They're not going to want you back. And she's probably going to lose attraction for you. So guys, that's the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Let me know what you think in the comments section. If I missed anything, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and make sure to become a Patreon member if you're trying to find out more Dominican tips to succeed in the Dominican Republic. But guys, that's the video for today. Peace out.